Don't wrinkle up my home. Chris. Yeah. Come on. Can't let you on the secret. Come on. They want to ruin the surprise. My oldest son. Had that doctor. Chris, what's up? Chris, why you always gotta pick me up? Chris, how you like New York? You never been to New York? New York, you like it? Huh? You like my color? You like? Oh, you like it? How I look, Chris? Chris, your haircut look good, Chris. You gotta make sure I'm straight. Hey. Chris, that's a man law violation. Chris, you messed up my beard.
My brother!
Something like many people is friends.
I know.
And then when they want to be a friend.
Hey.
How are you?
How you doing?
I'm good.
Hey, dog.
How you feeling? Good. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Yes, indeed.
He's back, ladies and gentlemen. Rickey Smiley.
Rickey!
Thank y'all for having me.
Don't you got your own show, Rickey?
Huh?
Don't you got your own show?
Yeah, I got off early. We recorded a prank phone call, so let me slide on over here and be with my folks.
Man, Rickey, I would laugh so much watching your special, man. I was telling them that this morning.
You saw it?
What you mean I saw it?
Okay, yeah. All right. I knew you was going to be with it.
Man, I laughed so hard. You know why? Because it felt warm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what you say, that people might be offended by, it just felt like it was coming from a good place.
Yeah, they'll be all right. That's a problem, man. The comedy is just, everybody is too sensitive right now.
Yep.
We need to get back to the 90s when comedians did what they did. Eddie Murphy Raw is still funny.
Yeah.
I don't get offended at nothing. Eddie Murphy Delirious is funny. All Fox, Jamie Foxx, Martin Lawrence, those specials are, Mark Curry, all of those specials are still funny, man. We just in a cancel culture.
Yeah.
And on this one, I just say what the hell I want to say.
Yeah.
And just have fun with the audience. The audience that came out to see you. They said, we want you. And that's what I gave them.
I wouldn't want a young kid to watch Eddie Murphy Raw Delirious. Especially a young member of the LGBTQ community.
Not right now.
You got to ease into that one. Now, you can't just...
back then, it was no easy. You just got it.
You can't just turn that one on now.
But is that why it took you 10 years to do another special?
No, man. You know what happened? I got in the radio, got into raising the kids. I was still performing on the weekend. You just have to give yourself some space, give yourself a cushion to have a balanced life. You know, do radio, do shows or whatever, but then push the kids on the swing set and just have some fun and enjoy life and sit on the beach a few weekends instead of 3 shows on a Saturday, 2 shows on a Friday. And it ain't the shows, it's the in-between shows. Just, the 2.5 to 3 hour wait for you to go back on stage in between shows, sitting in a room with comedians, and we run out of things to talk about, and your voice gone. And it just, that was kind of, I just needed a cushion. So I didn't put pressure on myself to do another one. I just kept performing. And David Talbot and Lynn Talbot, it was like, hey man, you need to do another special. You haven't done one in years. I said, okay. We put it off, and we was on a boat swimming with sharks. He said, man, excuse my language. He said, I'm gonna put some cinema on your shit like that.
You curse.
Yeah, I heard he said, I'm gonna put some cinema on your shit. I said, okay. He said, when you look at Eddie Murphy Raw, Eddie Murphy Delirious, he said, I want to shoot your, say you haven't been presented the right way. You did comedy specials on Comedy Central and on all these other shows. He said, but man, we got to do you right. So I was like, cool, and we did it. We shot it, did 3 shows, and it was fun. I had a good time. If I had one critique, I just felt like just kind of felt like I had something to prove. And I think I should have just took a deep breath and just relaxed a little bit. When I go back and look at, you're your own worst critic.
Right.
You hear yourself on the radio, you're gonna turn the station. You ain't gonna sit up
Absolutely.
and listen to it. I can't stand to listen to
But prove to who? What you got to prove to?
You just feel like you just have something to prove, like you coming out, like nigga, calm down.
Right.
I feel like it was like a walk in the park. It was like an uncle at a cookout. Like you,
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I was gonna ask you. Did you write anything? It just seemed like you just had it, and it was there. Like
Yeah. Just I have been working on some of that material for years, and it was just sharp. It was developed. I did it in comedy clubs. I had Rita Brent, comedian Special K, Big Sean, LeVar Walker.
Yeah.
Helping me out or whatever, giving me punching up the stuff, making it funny, and performing it.
yeah.
So when you perform the stuff, just when we did shows together, how many times I'll pull y'all to the side and say, hey, look. You make a mistake right here. Do this right here, and then flip that. Do that right there. I wish I could coach comedy. Now, that's
I wish
You can.
You definitely need some
Bruh.
comedy coaching.
I would tell her. I was on B. Simone's ass one night.
Yeah.
I said, "Why did you do that?" I brought her to the dressing room. I said, "You need to do this like this." She said, "For real?" She said, "I just really appreciate you even taking the time."
Are they receptive though? The
Yes,
other comedians?
she was. Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But she was, because she did exactly what because we were all on tour.
We was on
She
the
did
same show.
Exactly what he told her to, and she got a bigger response.
Oh, wow.
Sure did.
Yeah.
And man, everybody, when she came on stage, man, we jumping and hugging. Everybody was like, "Well, what's going
Yeah.
on?" I said, "We had made a critique, and I said, hey, you should do this like this or whatever." Thing with the cell phone had everybody light it up. I said, "Don't cut that off. You got to keep that moment. You got to build off of that, and then boom, boom, boom." And she did it the very next night in Houston, and we was just going crazy about it because, I take the time to coach them. I pull just to the side and say, "Hey, let's do this like this," or "What do you think?" or "Do you think this will work better?" I'm trying to tell them what to do. But that's our job because we was coach. You couldn't make no mistakes. Steve, did I ever tell you that story?
No.
Man, I was dressed like LL Cool J one night on the show with Steve
Oh
Harvey.
yeah, you did. Yeah.
Okay.
He told you put the suit on. Yeah.
and damn right, man. You have to respect that somebody think enough of you to pull you to the side. Because most people not gonna say nothing.
Yeah.
Can you coach people when they're not funny?
Yeah, hey, just don't go back on. Don't go back.
UPS is hiring. Like,
Now you can write jokes, you can write funny, but they have to know how to perform it.
yeah.
Or whatever, or you just have to find that whatever that niche is and build from there, or whatever. Yeah, so
Is it okay for comedians to have writers?
yeah.
Okay, so because some people are like, "Nah, I write my own jokes. I do my own stuff." Like you see that so much, but nowadays rappers got writers now. They help with certain things. Is that okay, or is it one of those things like
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna write
give
my
them
own
your
stuff?
concept. You say, sometimes I have a punchline. I say, here's a punchline. I tell you what, I tell you another story. Cedric the Entertainer wrote Lil Darryl.
No, now that I didn't know.
That's a true story.
Wow.
Now, you know the hotel in Atlanta, when you get off on 14th Street by Georgia Tech, that Marriott right there next to the Four Seasons, right there on 14th Street. We were staying at the hotel because we opened up Uptown Comedy Club that was behind Houston's, where we was doing the opening weekend. And I said, I got this joke about this kid saying this Easter speech. And we was in a 79 Cutlass driving up Peachtree. He said, "Oh man." I said, "What should I name him?" He said, "Oh man." He was going through that. He said, "Lil Darryl." He said, "Lil Darryl." He said, "Yeah." He's saying the Easter speech, and he said, "My name Lil Darryl." And let's say it. Cedric the Entertainer pretty much helped me develop that entire joke that changed my entire career. I did that joke on Comic View, and my career took off. Like they still talk about it. People weren't even born. Well, I don't know if you was born when I did.
No, but I know exactly. I know it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Say it, develop that joke.
Wow.
You're saying things in this special that people need to hear. For example, tell this brother Envy why he shouldn't die in bed.
Yeah, don't die because that just for men or whatever.
That's exactly what he
Just a
used.
minute.
I got a little die in there, but I let the little gray seep out a little bit because women like that. Right?
Yeah.
You a zaddy.
Okay.
Be one.
Daddy.
Get Envy, we got to get off that van. We got to get off that van with them OGs, with them gray beards, with them suits on.
That's right.
Envy, we got to get off the van with
I like
them.
my little Just Man a little bit. I like my little Just Man.
Let the little gray come on out. Women
I
like
got a
that.
couple of
Yeah. Now I got the little gray coming out or whatever, but I took an eyeliner, the little mascara, and kind of brushed over this part, but whatever. But you got to make sure you got a nice blend. Like I'm young, but the grace shows the wisdom. You know what I'm saying? You do that, and you take your 2 honey packs and have them sticking out of your pocket. That way you still clap them cheeks.
Still got it.
Clap them cheeks. Yes, sir.
That Shorty Low hit too, man, when you came out, man. Why you wanted to use that song and call it Special Foolish?
My producer, Mama, on the show, we did a live broadcast somewhere, and she said I was all over the place because I go find winos and crackheads and put them on stage and let them sing and stuff. I let people get it out.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like I put them on. I got a surprise for you later on.
No.
I got a surprise for you. You my brother. I got a surprise. You're a good dude. I got something for you that's gonna bless your life. You too, Jess. I got something.
Oh God.
Envy, you just stay with me.
I know. We here.
We right here. I got something for y'all last this morning because y'all comedian. This gonna bless your life.
I ain't no comedian.
No. You got a whole lot of you and Donnell Rollins. Y'all be cracking me up or whatever. Yeah, you in the comedy family. So yeah, you want to. We need to pledge him.
Yeah.
He gonna get players later. I wanted to ask about butterflies. You still have butterflies when you perform on stage?
Hell yeah.
You do it so much.
Man, if you're not if you don't have a bubble in your air, you about to fart, like you got
Yes.
passing gas, Jess.
Yes.
You ever farted like headed to the microphone?
I'm talking about like take a shit like right before, like 20 seconds before you gotta go on, you feel it right at the tip. You're like,
She's
dang.
done that here. How about that?
Oh yeah. Jess and Mike Epps don't care. They'll blow up anybody's bathroom.
What?
Mike Epps took a shit one time. Mike Epps farted on the set of Friday Up the Next, and we had to stop taping.
No, man. Is that bad?
Yeah, it was in the little house where we was doing the scene with the Christmas tree
yeah.
fighting. Mike Epps let one go that day. They said we got to take a break.
God dang.
It wasn't enough spray. It was something in there. I don't know what Mike Epps ate, but him and Jess, they don't care. They blow up bathrooms. I got sick. I was so nervous. Donnell Rollins low down ass. Oh, I don't know if you did that show when the Martin Lawrence tour was in Atlanta. I don't know if I think it was B. Simone.
Yeah.
So COVID had just came out. Donnell Rollins goes on stage. And man, he started doing this stuff. He took the hand sanitizer on stage. And that was when COVID first started, because 2 weeks after that they canceled all the shows to tour because COVID had got dangerous. And he had the hand sanitizer and he was pumping and skeeting the hand sanitizer everywhere on stage. The freaking audience was going crazy. I'm on side of stage, yeah, not realizing that I was next.
Damn.
I'm celebrating. He's like, yeah. My Roman said, hey Rick, you next. You need to get your shit together because look what he doing. Man, he did a 26,000 standing ovation. However many people that arena, 12,000, 20,000, whatever the State Farm arena. A full house
I don't
standing
believe that.
ovation.
I don't believe Donnell Rollins ever got to stand in the ovation.
No, we ain't gonna do that.
They don't do that.
We ain't gonna do that. You gonna do that that's my guy.
That's our guy, man. We always
We always
talk with him.
He over here.
He be getting mad though.
He
But he really
gets
believes
mad.
that he didn't have a standing ovation.
Oh, you should have been there.
No, I believe Donnell funny as shit.
Tell Benji Brown to send you the video. Benji Brown got it on tape.
Shout out to Benji Brown.
Yeah, shout out to Benji Brown. So I was next. So I have a playbook, Charlamagne. So I have acts 1 through 9. So it's not different jokes, but it's the order that I do the joke depends on what happens before I go on stage. You know what I'm saying? I watch Nick Saban's speech before I perform.
Oh, from okay.
You watch a Nick Saban or a Coach Prime speech, you can transform that into comedy in order to get motivated.
Yeah.
I'm not lying, man. Football.
So what has Nick Saban or Prime said that you actually, like, what's a line that you remember that you go out there and you...
It's like he always talk about winning and being your best, and it just builds you up to where you need to be to do whatever it is that you need to do, even though we're not playing football. So here, Donnell Rollins on stage, and you got all of the bloggers on the first 2 rows, all the celebrities on the first 2 rows, and if you have a bad show in Atlanta, Jess, you can kiss comedy.
Period.
Let's just kiss and say goodbye. Your career is, you finna be in all the blogs. If they walk out on you, you about to be in the blogs, and he got a standing ovation, and I had to come with it. And I went on stage and I put that work in and got a standing ovation behind him.
Yeah.
And
I saw the blog. I saw when they wrote about you getting a standing ovation in Atlanta. They ain't mentioned Donnell though.
they did, Charlamagne. Now you gonna have him showing up at my show, standing up in the aisle, and it's gonna be a Donnell Rollins and Rickey Smiley instead of Donnell Rollins and Corey Holcomb. Hey, Donnell, you know you my boy. I'm giving you props.
Dang.
Kick Charlamagne's ass, not mine. Yeah. So and I went backstage and I was throwing up and shitting.
Damn.
Yeah.
Why?
At the same time, because it was pressure. You ain't getting no standing ovation. Your career's over. Everything you work for if you don't have a good show in Atlanta.
You look at every show like that, like you have to get that, or
No. Certain cities.
No, that particular
Atlanta.
city in Donnell Rollins did this COVID joke that shocked the crowd, and it was so freaking funny. I don't even think he
Because
wrote
COVID
that
was
damn.
fresh, and it
COVID
was
was
right.
fresh.
So we was like just
Yeah.
tipping, like
and he
right
did
there.
the joke off the top of his head. And he was just improvising. That wasn't no written joke because
Yeah.
you can't, the joke was not developed. So, right? Because COVID had just came out, so
Yeah.
it's fresh. So he off the top of his head, he ripping, I'm seeing drug dealers, niggas with necklaces on, falling all on the floor, crying, people getting up, slapping each other. You ain't seen that since Def Jam.
that's crazy.
Not that kind of
slapping each other.
you got the air. Ah,
Guys,
yeah.
you're doing too much.
Yeah.
Did doing the special in Birmingham make you too comfortable?
Nah.
Okay.
No, because I didn't even realize where I was. You you're in Birmingham, but you playing to the cameras. I'm playing to a
Yeah.
national audience. Like y'all sit here and do this show. Yeah, you see 125th Street, but you also see Highway 280 on Birmingham
That's
and
right.
95 in Miami.
That's right.
When you on radio, you see Baltimore. You see people
right.
driving on the tollway.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So yeah, you playing to the cameras. You feel like you got something to prove because you haven't done one in a while. So and then we took about 40 minutes off of it. I produced it.
Yeah, I saw you say at the beginning you was like, I'm about to be up here for 2 hours. But at the beginning of the special, you was like, I'm gonna be up here for 2 hours.
I got it all out.
Yeah.
You know, I used to be trying to save jokes for the road.
Yeah.
Man, I was like, the hell with that. I'll figure that other part out. Let me just give it all. So I laid it all on the table.
But that editing process got to be stressful, man. To cut it down to an hour?
Yeah.
Cutting a whole hour?
It was a lot of stuff in there, a lot of good stuff. I could take the leftover stuff that I didn't use and do a whole nother 30-minute special. I could.
So would you do that? That'd be dope.
Well, what we'll probably do is just I'll get some advice from y'all because y'all good with stuff like that. I'll probably take some of those clips and link them on the internet or whatever. But I own the license and I take it and I walked it over to Hulu. Kevin Hart was negotiating with him, and then Netflix said we like it. We'll give you a date for 2026 because they already have
Comedians lined up.
and Hulu said we'll take it now. And then I thought that was cool because Bill Burr and then Roy Wood Jr. did theirs. Roy Wood and I, we come from the same station. Both come from Birmingham. And I was like, well, that's a nice bit. They doing comedy now. So they took it, and here we are.
What's success to you when it comes to that type of special? Or just getting it out, is that just...
Making sure that it's special. That's the thing. They call them specials, but the question becomes, you want it to be special. You want it to be one that you and your mom gonna pull out on Thanksgiving. Like this special right here, I believe that they're gonna pull it out every Thanksgiving and every Christmas. We're gonna sit down and watch the special. Not a lot of cussing, maybe 1 or 2 cuss words. You can watch it with your kids. They can get by the 1 or 2 cuss words that I use. And every Thanksgiving and Christmas, that's gonna be something that people will watch. Just like they watch Lil Daryl and the How You Do That there with the bass guitar. Charlamagne, I had that in there. We had to edit it out because I couldn't get 10%. So whoever owned 10% of that song, we could not find them to pay them.
Wow.
Or whatever. But the Thanksgiving and the Christmas part of it is my favorite. Tommy Davidson FaceTimed me yesterday, still laughing at one joke about the midget. And it just wiped him out. He went
Yo.
We was at the Improv in Hollywood. Tommy Davidson went from table to table repeating his joke while it was still showing on the screen. He would sit his ass down, and it was going from table to table, just repeating that joke, and I just sat back.
Salute to Tommy. That's a lot of funny shit in there. I like what you. She called herself trying pussy.
That is so true, yo. That's every aunt, every uncle, every grandmother.
Yeah, the black mamas don't play that.
No.
The white people say, "Oh my God, my daughter's gay." The black mamas, where Brianna? She back there calling herself liking pussy.
That's some holiday shit though. So that's when you find out about that type of shit.
And old people messy, because nobody asks you. We ask, where is Brianna? Why does she have to say that? Why can't she just say she's in the back room? Back and here's something that's calling herself. Like,
Yo.
yeah, now that was the moment they hit the floor.
Yes, that shit was funny, man. I wanted to ask you something about Hulu. Do you think the streaming platforms are changing the landscape for stand-up comedians?
Yeah, I don't know a lot about it. I'm still learning as I go because my agent, they have to kind of sit me down and explain to me how this stuff works. Because you think you shoot a special, okay, let's run it over to BET. Because that's what I'm used to. That's what I always done. I always done my comedy specials on BET. Shout out to BET for giving me my start. I'm excited about doing the Comic View reunion
Nice.
in LA with Chris Spencer, who did not show up to my premiere. I talked to him on the phone all day, and my friend
Where was he?
Buddy was riding around LA.
Oh, I thought
my
because he was at St. Martin with me this weekend, the last week.
his ass was in LA talking about him and Buddy Lewis riding around. Lonnie Love came. Your shade on Christmas. He's the mayor of LA.
Absolutely.
Much respect. I'm just throwing shade at him because he's like my brother. And I never do anything without talking to Chris Spencer. I get on his nerves, he get on my nerves. But if I have an idea about doing something, I never made a move without picking up the phone, calling Chris Spencer.
Why Chris? He just gives you good direction?
He's just a good dude, man. He's just a good dude, man. He ain't gonna screw you over. He ain't gonna talk about you behind your back. He gonna always give you the best advice, man. And he's genuine. And then he ain't gonna be on the phone with you all day. He gonna say what he got to say, get his ass off the phone. And that's that. I just really respect him, and I respect how other comedians, and I respect him on stage.
Yeah.
Chris is funny as hell, but he didn't show up to my thing. You know how like when your dad is operating, exercising his visitation rights, and you're on the porch, and you care about all your cousins there, y'all having the family reunion, but your dad didn't come, and then that music come on.
It hurts.
I was standing in front of the Hollywood Improv. And I hope when y'all shoot, y'all do a split screen with Chris Spencer and
they can do it.
It was hurting just that thing. I'll bring it up to therapy, but I got something for y'all.
Do you ever? Oh God, he gets me nervous. Do you ever feel like you have to reinvent yourself with a new generation?
I did at one point, but I stopped doing that. I just started feeling like I have a fan base. I have an audience that love me.
Yes.
And love what I do. And y'all don't ever forget this. Stick to what you do. You don't have to fit in with certain crowds and certain cultures and certain organizations. You don't have to fit in. Do what you do. Why do people come to see you? I don't care who's funny and how funny they are. You might not be as funny. Do you? God brought you here for a reason. God, like these last 2 years have been the toughest 2 years of my life. I wrote my son's name and birthday on the wrist of my arm before I went on stage because my son was a comedian, and my son is on the special. So after I say goodnight or whatever, in the credits rolling, you will see a clip of me and Brandon on stage, and Brandon's standing there performing. He, it shows about 5 minutes of his performance. Split screen with the credits on the other side. So what a great way to honor your son. With us on stage together like we was. I had him on stage when he was 7 years old telling jokes and stuff. I would take him on tour, have toys in the dressing room or whatever. I raised all my kids in the dressing room. They could tell you what every dressing room looked like. Yeah. So it was a blessing to do that. Yeah.
And you've always spoke about feeling Brandon's presence during performances. So how does that spiritual connection manifest on stage for you?
It almost like you doing it for him. You doing it for your son. Now my son or whatever, he had his favorite comedians. Your kids always want to grow up try to be different from you. I don't want to be like you. My son loved Eddie Griffin. My son loved Roy Wood Jr. and stuff. And he just had the different comedians that he liked or whatever. So. He had a whole different style of doing comedy. His comedy was more, kind of like thoughtful, a mix between Roy Wood Jr. and Lil Rel. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was his whole style. He had a lot more He was a lot more intelligent.
So he didn't know a lot of the older comedians. He just
he knew
had his
him,
picks.
but he just had his own style, you know, of performing. Whatever. I enjoyed him. I miss him, but these last 2 years was really tough. And now I'm at home being a dad. You got to meet my twins.
I did.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun. I got some real daddies, girls. And God that was a blessing to my life. And I thank God gave me those twins as a distraction to my grief because I felt like I was dying. I felt like I was dying inside. Yeah, I feel like one of these mornings I was not gonna wake up. Wow. That's how bad it is. That's how hurtful. And you have a beautiful family.
Thank you.
Your babies, man. And I don't wish that on nobody.
Yeah.
I don't wish that on my worst enemy. It's horrible. You know, so shout out to all the mothers, all the parents out there that had to bury your child and lost a child. Keep your kids in sports, keep them in athletics. The discipline and the structure matter. We got to learn to give kids more of what we had as opposed to what we did not have.
Right.
That's what's ruining kids. If you like who you are, then give the kids what you had. You know what I'm saying? And I just wish everybody the best, and I hope all of y'all kids are safe, graduate college, and go on to be productive people.
I agree with all of that, but I will say some of these kids need a little bit more than going to the water fountain. If you're dealing with some,
So you really deal?
Man, what? Yeah, man. If you're dealing with some type of like mental health issues or emotional issues, you need more than the water fountain, Ricky.
Yeah. They didn't have medicine for ADHD.
No, hell no.
When it was growing up, it was go to the water fountain. You know what I'm saying? Sitting in the classroom with those lights like that going all the way across or whatever. That's back before you started exchanging classes. You was in one. You remember that elementary school?
Being in one class.
I don't even know if they got that. I keep wondering, do they still got the trailers in the back?
Nope. Hey, stop.
Trailers.
Stop.
What?
Charlamagne was in one of those classes.
For a semester class, I failed the standardized test.
For a second. He was in that. He was on that short bus too for a second too.
I don't know if they still got the short bus, do they? I don't even see them no more.
No, they put them on the bus with the regular kids, and now, and I know back then they go to lunch at 9:30.
Yeah, they used to eat before everybody.
They go to lunch at 9:30 because they get out at 12. And I had history class first period, and I could hear them running down the street. I mean, not down the street, running down the hall at 9:30 when that little 9, there'd be a short bell, like ring, ring, or whatever, not a long bell.
What you mean you can
like,
hear them?
Like bring, you can hear them because of the it was like clicking, the noise, you know, back then they wore the shoes with the, you know, with the steel on the side or whatever. And
Not all of them.
Not all of them, just some of them. And some of them would run real fast or whatever. And I would sit there and just crack the hell up.
What do you used to sound like?
Lunch, running down the hall or whatever.
Boy, you going to hell, Ricky Smiley.
You going to hell. you gonna go, but we want to bring love back. It's
we going together on the show bus.
Yeah, we all going to hell. And it's time for us to bring love. And Jess, I bought you a gift.
Man, where's the gift at, Ricky?
I was behind the couch.
You got the music ready?
Yeah, they got it ready.
Hold on. When I do like this, when I do like this, this is something for Jess. This is for Jess, but it's also a Charlamagne is going to hell production. Just make sure y'all watch my special on Hulu. May the 30th. You ready, DJ?
You ready?
Just hilarious.
Yes.
This interview is about to be a shot heard around the world. Here you go. Hit the music.
Hit the music.
Super.
Is it a midget stripper?
Yeah. Brandon got it.
We're doing this for you.
What's up, brother? How are you, man? You good? There you go.
Y'all are crazy. Something for you real sexy like you know.
Give him a little dance.
Give him a little bit. Go. Hey. Do it. Move out the way.
Oh!
We made
Go ahead, Chris.
Wow.
You know Jess loves Chris now. Yes, his name Chris.
Don't give it to me.
Chris, don't let up. You ask for consent first now. It's going down. Let's go.
Charlamagne next. Charlamagne, you next.
Yes.
don't do niggas. I don't do niggas. I know that's right.
There you go, Chris.
You gotta dance first.
Oh, okay. So
Chris.
what's left?
My guy.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
You gotta get him, no, ain't nothing wrong with him.
What?
Ain't nothing wrong with him. Y'all didn't mess up his check.
Chris, make sure he pay you now. He paid you?
Come on, talk to Mike. He can
Come
talk.
on, Chris.
Set that mic.
Like,
Got
he
a mic,
can
Charlamagne.
talk.
Oh, go ahead, go.
Tell him what's up.
Ricky said he can talk.
Yeah.
Here you go, Chris. Chris. Did he pay you? I hope he gave you a down payment now before you got up here. Chris.
Yeah, gotta talk up, man. You can't be shy. Come on, talk to Charlamagne. Yeah, talk. Now, who is that?
I know you so well.
Huh?
I know you so well.
Yes, sir.
That's Charlamagne.
I know.
He know, Ricky.
And you know who that is?
You ever know?
Who?
Yeah, a female rapper.
Yeah,
You're a
that's
rapper, that's right.
That's just hilarious.
I know.
All right, he said, I know.
Nice.
All right,
Do you know him?
Yeah, I know him.
Who that is?
DJ.
I'm a buddy right now.
That's my
DJ.
buddy.
That's my buddy. All right.
That's what he said. That's his butt right there. What?
He ain't say that. Chris don't get down.
Hey, he
like
watch
that.
y'all. He watch y'all every day.
We appreciate you.
And, yeah, so we had to give you a look. You know, we had to serenade.
Thank you so much.
Thank
We
you, Chris.
appreciate you, Chris.
Yeah, Chris, we
Make sure he pay you, man.
What?
Hold on, let's just have quick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna got a song for my brother.
Right.
You got a song?
Yeah,
What is it?
for my brother.
Sing it.
You gonna do karaoke? Hit that country grammar one time. We got country grammar?
Is that what you want?
Now for my brother.
Well, sing
What's
it.
the song?
Yeah, I YouTube. Look up on YouTube.
Oh, you got a song.
You can't do it a cappella?
Yes, you don't need the music.
You say you need the music.
It's on YouTube. Where?
We can put it up.
Y'all ain't paying me.
What is it? What is it?
It's on the, what is on the Willie?
This is my brother.
This is my brother.
Oh, that's the name of the song? Oh, we got it.
Yeah,
We gonna put it up.
Oh, shit. Chris ain't coming here to play. Chris, I ain't coming on this radio for nothing, Ricky. You think it's a game.
This is my brother.
Chris said, joke on you, Ricky. I'm about to get my song off.
This is my brother.
I'll tell y'all something for y'all. I'm tell you something.
Yeah.
Real quick. My uncle Charlamagne,
Yes, sir.
my uncle, he gone, he passed away.
Right.
When he passed away,
Rest in peace.
he said to me, dog, he said, that for Chris, I'll be a rapper
Yes,
in your
sir.
life.
Right.
Yeah, he passed it to me.
Yeah.
We're doing the song
Yeah.
for my brother.
Yeah.
Front song for my brother.
Then that last song. Let's go.
Nice.
No, man. I want to hear it. You ain't never asked Ricky to play it?
Yeah, so you do it.
I'm going to play it.
Let me ask you, how about to play my shit?
Let me hear it, man.
See, I knew it was gonna make your day. I knew it was gonna make your day.
My man,
he
Chris.
asked about you last time. That's why I brought you up here.
I know.
Yeah.
I know him.
My God, Chris.
I like your shirt. I love it.
Yeah.
I like your shirt too. Look, did you write it or just off the top of the head freestyle?
Okay, no, I'll tell you something. I want to right here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, my little buddy gone.
This not this one.
Rest in peace.
And I'm gonna do it now. My brother and me,
Lady Blue.
Yeah.
I raised together.
I'm gonna make sure none of these.
No, raised little baby.
Mm-hmm.
And I raised a little baby. How about telling you this? A little brother. I got something for you, though. Also for you. You're
Right.
gone. When you're gone, little brother. You heard he said to me?
What do you think?
I'll be brother Chris, my favorite. I love you.
It's not on
You
YouTube.
know, my gone, my song.
Yes, sir.
It's on
I want a song for him.
Well, you know what? If they can't find a song, you can just sing something
sing it.
to all the
It's
ladies.
okay.
You gotta sing that song because it's sad. You gotta sing something.
A good song for my brother. People hear.
Okay.
We gonna find him. We gonna find
How
him.
many girlfriends you got, Chris?
Yeah, I got one right now.
Just one right now?
Yeah, that girl. He talking about this girl named Kiki. She got with somebody else though.
Hey,
How many you had before?
Everybody, he called everybody on Instagram.
look. What is it? My friend on TikTok.
Yes, sir.
What was it? Her name is
What's her name?
Nina.
Nina?
Oh, Nina.
Yeah,
You think
on
she,
TikTok?
I don't know if you should be shouting her out yet, though. She might have another man.
No,
You sure?
Nina, my love. My Nina.
You met her yet?
You hit it?
Ricky, stop.
You hit it?
Stop it.
You went down on her?
Well, you said that too. Stop it.
What you mean?
So they
Look, let's make up one time for y'all. One time.
That's her.
Yes, sir.
Quick.
She saw
I wear
the
back,
video with him.
Yeah.
and the wear back on my families. Well, he did it.
Yeah.
And the wear back. I come to club, start down. He did it to me. I started on my families.
Yes.
TikTok.
Yeah.
TikTok.
Stardom ain't no joke.
No, TikTok.
Yeah.
You should host a show. You should have your own comedians going on the road. You should host shows.
TikTok.
All over the country. You sell out.
He talking about
TikTok.
Don't
Yes, sir.
TikTok. No, I white girl name.
Oh, we found it now.
A white girl.
No,
Oh.
black girl name, you know.
Yeah, don't do the white girl now.
No, I'm a girl. That's how I quit.
Black queens forever.
No, that's how I
Snow
quit.
bunnies never.
smack you.
No.
Yeah, that's how I quit. I nigga, you hear this nigga? Big Chris, baby, I love you, man. I love you, girl.
Let's go, Big Chris. Chris ain't playing.
Now
bro.
we found the record.
Chris laying it down quite flat.
Is he?
You hear me? Lay that game down,
That
Chris.
song?
All right, here, Chris, we got you. You got a video too.
Stand up, Chris. Stand up. Come on, Chris. Hey, 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 Chris. Hey, oh, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Big Chris.
The new special Foolish is streaming now on Hulu.
Yes.
The star of the show,
Chris.
Big Chris.
Chris ain't playing.
I love you, Ricky.
Chris ain't
Crazy.
playing. Tell him where to follow you on social media, Chris.
Yeah.
I got it.
Okay. Chris, I know how to do this.
I'm gonna help you.
Chris, I know how to do this.
Yeah, I said that, find me on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, subscribe me, YouTube.
Big Chris.
Big Chris Smith, baby.
Big Chris Smith.
Big Chris Smith. All right.
Thank y'all for the
Watch your Foolish on Hulu, y'all.
Absolutely. Ricky Smiley,
Salute to
thank you.
Chris.
Chris, thank you. It's the Breakfast Club. Good
Hey,
morning.
hold on, one more time, real quick.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
On my live, real quick.
I'm telling long ass stories now.
Wait,
You
stop
gotta
it.
go.
Go ahead, Chris. Do your
Gotta
thing,
fight to
Chris.
get.
Go ahead, do your thing, Chris.
Come on, hurry up. You gotta
Stop
go.
it.
You don't want to eat, don't you?
Sip it.
Okay.
That's right, Chris. Right. Tell your story,
You
Chris.
know what the hell going on.
No, touch out to y'all. I'll bring the story is back in the day, me and my brother. And now I'm gonna tell him about me and him.
Yeah.
Me and him, he daddy. I said that Smith. I'm gonna tell you something. I said no, I'm a favorite because when your son gone, your son gone, I got this. My song.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
My childhood.
Yeah.
my main now. Well, my favorite man, my brother's man.
Yeah,
That's right.
Man.
That's right.
Let's leave it at
Hold on.
We gotta go.
Is that song on streaming services? It's on Apple and all
YouTube
that?
right now.
YouTube.
Go download it on YouTube right now. No, you don't download it
He's
on
watching on
YouTube.
YouTube right now.
Yes, there you
Go
go.
listen.
Go listen. There you go. Absolutely. My guy, Chris.
Thank you, Big Chris.
You're real messy.
We appreciate you.
It's the Breakfast Club.
I'll
Good
never
morning.
come back when you're here.
Shut up, liar.
Boy, it was a pleasure meeting you, Chris,
I
man.
come to work next
Pleasure
week.
meeting you, man.
You get over
Everybody nervous. I know y'all some people got a girl. You got Nina, man. You can't got Nina. Yes, and look, my husband's name is Chris too, so that's what's up.
And my mom, me.
Come on, get a picture. We gotta take a picture. Come on, Jess. Boy, I tell you I was gonna come with you. You know I was coming with you.
Ladies on me first.
Yeah, she gotta stand next to Jess. Come on now.
Go ahead, Chris.
We stay behind y'all.
All right, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. All right, now just Chris and Jess. Get out here.
Chris, I'm gonna take her down the aisle, goddammit. All right, we gonna walk down that aisle.
Great. Thank you.
And then you doing the most.
I know because you're doing the most. I love it.
Where you from, Chris?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, you from Birmingham?
Oh, you from Birmingham? That's what's up.
Yeah, come on, Charlotte. Let me take a picture with Chris.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man. Take a
I'm gonna send you these two. Cool. Okay.
Yes.
I'll get one right here. 1, 2, 3. One more.
That's dope, yo.
Hey, what up, this your boy Rickey, Smiley, man. Hey, gonna be on the Breakfast Club tomorrow. I got a big surprise that's gonna shock the world. Make sure y'all download Hulu, man. Watch my Hulu special. Foolish. It is totally hilarious. Make sure y'all check it out. This your boy Rickey, Smiley. Perfect. Let's go.
Thank you, man. That was good.
Hey,
Turn the camera. Yeah.
man.
All right, man. Good meeting you,
Look, I mean, her family is bad.
Huh?
The family is bad.
All right. Yes, sir.
Everybody. So, I must say, Charlamagne, crazy piece, man. You did to me. Charlamagne, you a rapper dog, you did to me. That's my friend, she did it. Nina, you did it too, Nina. You did it. And I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get you paid, baby. I'll get you a flight. You need a flight down here, though? At Birmingham? Check with goodbye to the flight.
I got another trick. Yes. Get you a moment. You just tell me when it's time to say. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah. Hey, text me.
Look,
What
okay.
you gotta say, Chris?
And then, my brother right here. And that's
She know you were just hilarious.
Hey, come on.
But she saw she don't see it.
Rickey,
She
listen.
saw you did what you did.
Rickey, can you listen to me?
Yeah.
Rickey, can you listen to me though?
What up, man? It's your boy, Rickey Smiley, man. We are here, iHeart, with the Breakfast Club, man. Me and my boy, Big Chris. Hulu special coming out. Make throw show on the t-shirt, baby. There it is, y'all. Foolish. What's up? Good job, Chris. You famous now. You famous now.